Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Anime Duo podcast. I am your host, Ken, and it is currently just me for today. Bear has been quite busy a lot, and I don't want to make him feel bad at all or make strain him at all about making these episodes. So it's just gonna be me for this one today. If you're hearing this, Bear, you take it easy, man. You're hard working a lot, and I got you, man. I got you, broski. Sorry about the wait, everyone. I know it's been a while. If you hadn't noticed, we updated our branding logo. I think it looks a lot better. I think it stands out more. Um, and it's no longer an AI image. That's what I'm very happy about because me and Bear don't promote any online um AI making content, especially when it comes to AI art. So I decided to do a bit of, I don't want to say editing, but some crafting on Canva, and I came up with that, and I think it came up pretty good. Um, I've been watching ReZero, the new season. It's really good as of right now. Um, see episode 4. I saw stairs. It's not the stairs scene that everyone talks about, but I saw stairs, and I kind I thought I was screaming like it's stairs. But other than that, it's pretty good. Um, I can't wait for the new episode to come out this Wednesday coming up, and I'm looking forward to that. That's the only thing I really been doing other than playing these new games that have been coming out, watching new trailers, and just trying to get back on that anime grind. I need to get back on that One Piece grind because I haven't picked it up yet. I should not even just try to limit myself, but at least try to watch an episode. Don't want to keep disappointing y'all. But other than that, let's get started today for our topics. Oh, one more thing. So I did post our first video on YouTube, and I didn't realize it, but there's a podcast tab that I could actually link our RSS feed to make things 10 times easier. Because I kind of messed up on the last video. It kind of looked not bad, but it looked very like low graded. So now I know what I'm doing, guys. Don't worry. Um, yeah. Sorry about that. Um, but other than that, everything's been going well and clean. Like I said, I'm doing this for Bear. Obviously, this is his passion, and he's been hard working. I don't want him to feel bad at all that we haven't gotten any episodes out because I've just been waiting for him. But I'm doing this just to, let him take it easy, let him have a chill day, and every episode I make is for him, and I help him out all the time. Feel like I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. But it's for you, man, and all y'all fans. Um, One last thing I will say, we're almost at 200 weekly listeners on Red Circle. We're at 182, and that's really good. All we need is 500, and we start getting promoted. For ads, which we all hate ads. Yes, I know. But what's good about ads is that they pay us a little bit, and with that money, we're gonna start upgrading like our microphones, our setups, our stuff like that. And I just want to give a thank you to everyone that has been listening to our podcast, just taking the time out your life just to turn us on Spotify, Red Circle, even Amazon Music if you still use that, just anywhere really. We're on everything except for iHeartRadio. Um, just want to thank all of you guys for being supportive and just even listening just for a minute just makes a huge difference for our podcast. And I just want to thank y'all and we love y'all. On behalf of me and Bear, we love y'all. But without a further ado, let's start with today's episode. We're going to start with our first topic today, Invincible. I did finish the last episode, I think last week, and it would it be this week? I don't remember, but I did finish it, and I gotta say, it's really good. It's a lot better than season 2, that's for sure. Um, if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it between a 7 and an 8. I know that sounds like a 7.5, but I'm not really so sure about that. I just say it's between a 7 and an 8. Maybe like a 7.3. Like, I'm not trying to be picky about it. Um, what I did like about it is their production value. I want to say went up a little bit when it came to the serious scenes. Um, like Mark versus Conquest again. The Thrag fight in episode 7. Um, just stuff like that that really hyped up everything for that episode. I think they did really good on that. Um, Episode 7 is probably one of the best episodes, I've seen in the season. I don't wanna glaze too much and say it's the best episode ever in the whole, like, Invincible series, but I think it's the best episode in season 4. It was really good. I was so surprised. Spoilers ahead, obviously, but I think everyone has seen it by now, so please be advised, when I'm talking about Invincible, there will be spoilers. So if you want to watch Invincible right now or something and then come back later, feel free to. I don't mind. Don't want to be the reason y'all get mad today because I spoil y'all on accident. But here we go. Resuming, how they went through the Viltrumite planet, that was just bonkers. Like that, my jaw dropped. Like that was amazing. Thrag was aura farming all, and he basically deserved to aura farm. Bro had his own impact frame and everything. I like it how episode 6, everyone was clowning on him. They're like, "Oh, look at," because he, I don't want to say it was a wimp, but he didn't like do anything on episode 6. But then I was like, "No, you gotta wait for it. You gotta wait for it." And that's what everyone was saying on the internet. You gotta wait for it. And then episode 7 drops, and everyone's like, "Yo, bro, I truly apologize," because Thrag was a beast, bro. He looks unstoppable as of right now. Like I haven't read the comics yet. I tend to get spoiled on the internet here and there, but I really don't know how they stop him. I honestly don't know what happens. And I'm looking forward to season 5, which we did get an announcement saying it will be back next year. Season 5, which is literally that's pretty fast. It's pretty darn good. What are we in? We just started May. So I'm thinking if I had to guess in 2027, it'd probably be maybe late 2027. We might get like an early trailer, maybe late 2026, early 2027, and then probably get it late 2027. But other than that, I think that's pretty darn good of how quickly they're making season 5. Which season 5 is going to be their last season unless they're like Stranger Things and then they make some spin-off show that really doesn't matter. But I don't think they're gonna do that. But I can't believe that, man. I remember when Invincible first came out, and now we're talking about how it's gonna end. Man, time flies by, that's for sure. Like it's crazy. Like season 1 will always be my favorite though, by heart. Um Season 2 I thought was pretty boring in my opinion. I honestly don't even really remember what happened in season 2. I kind of do, but I don't. It was a mixture. I think season 2 was one of the worst seasons in the series. Season 3 was good. I like season 3. Production value could have been a whole lot better though. But other than that, the conquest fight and the Mark variants, those were good. The edits will never get old. Speaking of the edits, I don't know what's going on with the Invincible fandom making these. I'm a strawberry. I can't, bro. It's pure brain rot, but it's like it's creative brain rot at the same time. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like I don't know. It's like a steak. I can't. Like I laugh. Like I don't know if to laugh or like to be scared because I don't know what I'm looking at. Like all these animal variants of everyone, and like I it's so hard to explain what's gonna happen to like Yeah, like what's gonna happen to the fandom after the season and the whole series ends? Is it gonna be the great Invincible migration? Like, where are they gonna go with this type of energy? Not saying it's bad energy. I'm talking about these like the edits they make. I don't know, man. But back to season four. Um, I really liked uh the characters. I liked when Conquest came back, obviously, in that fight. Spaghetti Mark. Shout out to Spaghetti Mark for that. Um, I like the bond that they had, Oliver and Nolan again. How they were on the planet waiting for Mark to wake up, trying to heal him. I think that bond was pretty well. Um, Alan and Tech Jacket too, you could say as well. Um, I really like Thetis. I think I'm saying his name right. Thetis, the guy, the Optimus Prime voice actor, played him. Thetis. I'm not good with voice actor names, so I do apologize. To be fair, I don't think I think he was in the right, but in the wrong at the same time. Cause how they showed it and how I saw it is when they did that flashback with old Grand Region. Before Thrag was Grand Region, when Thrag suggested for that specific alien planet to wipe out their population by 25%, and Thetis was like, "Yo, bro, I don't think you should do that. That's not smart." And old Grand Region was like, "Do that." Uh, and Thetis didn't really like it. So I don't know why he just straight up killed him. I still maybe I'm being a larper right now, but it's still like you got butthurt over your like I don't want to say butthurt. That makes me sound like a complete retard. Um am I even allowed to say that? I'm sorry. Um cuz how I saw it, he just killed him over cuz he disagreed with him. But I guess Thetis was more on like I don't want to say the chill side, but he was more the easy side. Like he didn't really like the way his people did traditions and stuff like that. He didn't he didn't like how the Viltrumites killed everything and just try to rule over everything. He thought there should be peace and prosperity. So I guess, but I still think it's like so he disagreed with you and you just stab him in the back. I would like okay. I do think it's crazy how once Thrag became Grand Region, he was just like, all right, in order to cleanse this empire, we must eliminate the weak. And then like millions of people just started like fading, like never duck a fade. And like it was crazy. Even like the little kid Viltrumites were just beating up everyone else too. And everyone was just third partying and everything. It was insane. And also when Thetis released when they were showing that flashback with younger Nolan, how they got infected with the virus and basically the whole planet like outer ring was basically all the dead Viltrumites. They did that scene beautifully. If you look at the comic panel and you look at the TV show, they look I don't want to say identical, but they look really good right next to each other. I think they did very well on that as well. I really did I did like their flashbacks. I think they did that pretty well as well. Well as well. Funny. Um episode 7, like I said, by far the greatest. I did think season 4 did start slow. I think 1, 2, and 3 were okay. I think 3 was which one was it with I think it was episode 3 where Mark went to hell and just some random like flip flop stuff happened. That was either episode 3 or episode 4. The only good thing about that episode was it felt like filler to me. Everyone did say it felt like filler, and I kind of agree with it. I don't want to say it's a waste of time, but it kind of felt like it wasn't really necessary to put in there. Um, it could have been like a little quick thing, but other than that, I feel like they were obviously building up to the war, so I understand they had to warm it up. But I don't. It kind of started like not weak, but it was soft. And then once Nolan and Alan showed up, then things got serious. You know, then Conquest, and then everything. So it was a build up, which I think the build up was worth it. I think, um, the entire season did a perfect build up. Um, I did like I don't want to call them Mark's hallucinations, but when they got from episode 8 when they came back to Earth. Um, when Mark was hallucinating that Thrag was just wiping everyone that he loved. I think they did that pretty well because obviously the boy was traumatized. He threw his biggest punch. He threw his biggest punch at Thrag, got an impact frame, and didn't phase him. His cape flew like Piccolo's, but other than that, nothing else happened. I laughed. I'm not gonna lie. When Thrag grabbed Mark, and like, I hate cursing. No, I don't think I'm. What would I call it? Um, there we go. You're gonna call me white, but a beach, not the B word, but Beach. That's how I'm gonna say it because I don't like cursing, guys. I don't. I think it's a very nasty thing to do. He grabbed Mark. He did a beach slap on him, and he did it so like sassy, and Mark flew, and I laughed. Like I laughed in excitement because I was like, "Yo, like the dirty work that this guy just did," and the fact that um Nolan thought the only way to defeat them was to literally destroy the planet with a space racer's gun. Literally told him to shoot in the middle of the earth and they followed it to make sure it went through all the way. And that scene where they show the entire planet crumbling to pieces due to all the force and the lava coming up because the core is destabilizing, that was peak. That was absolute cinema. My hands were up and everything, like a roller coaster ride. That was good. And I'm not sure why, but supposedly when it was Thrag versus Mark and Nolan, people were showing comic book panels to compare the fight. Supposedly there was a lot more blood and gruesome to the in the comics in that scene rather than the show. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was more production value. Maybe they didn't have enough money to give to the voice famous voice actors, but I'm not complaining. I think the season was pretty good. Not as good as season 1, obviously. I think season 1 will still be the best. Not just because it's season 1, but because the story and introduction to the characters and everything and just the biggest plot twist in the show, I think. Um, you know, I'm going to say Omni-Man because um Nolan is does not have the same power as Omni-Man. Like Omni-Man power is by far like amazing. I'm not gonna say it was as powerful as Thrax, but like they nerfed the crap out of Nolan. That's the only thing I don't like. Maybe because it's people complain about the power scaling, like it's not really defined. But I really hate the fact that they nerfed the crap out of Nolan. Like he will never be Omni Man I haven't read the comics. Maybe he gets stronger. I hope. Like I miss the old Nolan. I miss Omni Man's strength. Like that will be forever like beautiful. Like his power. I don't know what the word is, but you get what I'm trying to say. But I'd give the whole season like I'm going to say 7.5. I'd even lay it over to like an 8. I think it was good. Um the animation, I'm not going to be like, "Oh, it should have done better." To be honest, it was rare at moments when I did see something that obviously looked like poorly animated. But most of the time, all the other stuff I found out was when I went on Instagram and people pointed it out. I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice that. Like, surprisingly, when Oliver was fighting that dragon dude and when the dragon was coming towards him when he was behind the wall, as I saw it on Instagram, I'm like, okay, I didn't see that, but that does look pretty bad. But there was other things that looked fine to me, and people were just complaining about it. And I was like, okay. It is what it is. I think they could use the money that they make into better causes, especially the animation. But I don't run a multi-million-dollar company making Invincible, so I can't really like. I'm not gonna criticize. We got a good season. We got a great season, and at the end of the day, I think you get what you get. Don't get upset. All right. It's not like the Sonic movie where gosh, I think that's the one time the internet actually banded together to get rid of that abomination and fix Sonic, which they did. Thank the Lord for that. Amen. But back on track, I think the new season of Invincible season 4 was it was good. It was really good. I'm going to give it an 8. Last thing about episode 8, the deal that Mark had to make with Thrag. Mark found Thrag by trying to calm down while flying. He thought it was another one of his hallucinations, but it was actually Thrag. If I remember right, Thrag was like, "Yo, let us live here, and we won't destroy your planet." Um, Something like that. And Mark basically had no choice because he wasn't strong. He wasn't going to beat Thrag. And Nolan and Debbie already went back to the ship to go see Oliver, which is another thing. Thrag practically broke Oliver's hand and punched his face. I think he punched his face and his whole jaw fell off. And even after the explosion of the planet, they were still trying to look for him. Like that guy was just Oliver was just floating. Oliver never duck a fade Grayson. That guy's my goat, Brad. That guy will never duck a fade. Even if it blew up his face, he would never duck a fade. Better than Immortal, bro. Like I tip my hat to that man. But other than that, I'd give it a 7.5. I think it no, not 7.5. I give it an 8. I'll be generous. I give it an 8. I think it's really good. Um Animation was a little bit better, probably like a 9 or something, but I'm not going to complain about that. It was really good. Um Let me know how you guys feel about it. Probably on YouTube, right in the comments section, or join our Discord and our link tree. And we have a whole tab that's literally just for podcast discussions. And if you want to say something, we'll definitely say something for you guys, and we'll see how it goes. Not goes. We'll see your opinions and maybe clash heads and agree with each other. That's more of Bear things though. I just like to get along with everyone. I'm not the argumentative type, if that's the correct word for it. But let's continue. So there's this game that I actually had the chance to play due to our friend Zom being on the Steam library. Shout out to Zom. He bought Mouse PI for Hire, and I played it for a couple of hours. I say couple, it's 8 hours. I haven't beaten it yet. I've been doing most of the side quests and everything. That's why it takes a while. I've been playing Mouse PI for Hire. This game is by far so good. I give it a 9 right now. You hear that, IGN? I give it a 9. Before we talk about IGN, let me say what this game obviously is. It basically takes place like in the 1930s. Everything's black and white. The gameplay and everything. It's basically like old Doom, or like Nukem. I think I'm saying that other game right. You're basically this mouse called Mr. Pepper, and you're basically a detective in the 1930s. Everything's black and white, everything's old school. And you're basically a detective that's I gotta stop saying basically a lot. Jeez. That solves all these cases, and you need to go around, shoot all these bad guys with these cartoon like guns, because you're basically a cartoon, and you're a cartoon mouse. Everyone's a mouse, and everyone's a cartoon. Um, the details are beautiful. You need to go around to these places and kill a bunch of bad guys and get to the bottom of these cases. And around every, like, I want to say level or area, there's clues. And these clues you need to collect in order to progress through this case that you're finding. As of right now, I'm on 3 cases. I'm going to assume there's like 3 main cases that you need to complete. Because every time you complete a mission, you basically go back to base and you get all like these clues that you found and you put them on this board. And if you don't get enough clues, you basically don't have a lead. But if you get enough clues, you basically have a lead and you can keep continuing with that lead until the case is solved. I find that to be a very creative way to progress through the story, because I haven't failed to not find a clue yet. I'm going to assume if you don't, maybe you don't progress or you don't find that lead. I don't want to assume. I don't like assuming, but maybe that's how it is. Like I said, I haven't missed a clue yet. So Um, yeah. Other than that, this game is phenomenal. The guns are cartoon. They're all like jittery and jumpy, like how you would see them in 1930 cartoons. Um, there's mouse. Obviously, they're all mouses, so there's cheese jokes. Obviously, nothing wrong with that. And the music is beautiful. I love it. I have yet to put it on my Spotify yet. I'm going to probably after this, but it's really good. The story's good. You might fall off track with the story a little bit, but that's why I suggest you read the clues so you know. I'm not going to spoil anything because this game's only been out for like what, a week or two now. And overall, I give it a 9 out of 10. I think it's really good. I think all the weapons are very creative. My favorite weapon. Now, okay, let me say this. In every game that's like this, like Doom wise, I say old Doom because how the characters were back then in old Doom is you would circle the characters are just like a picture, and if you walk around them, you can tell they're just a picture, but they follow you where you look. That's how the characters are in these the enemies in these games, and I like that. Um, and everything's black and white, like I said, and it's all classic and everything. And that's like the cherry on top. It's good, and the voice acting is beautiful. Forgive me for not knowing who the voice actors are, but everyone in this game plays their voice acting perfect. Like you can tell they really enjoyed putting their love and heart and voice and soul into this game. But where was I? Um I don't know. I had a huge brain fart. I'm sorry about that. But overall, the story and everything, I haven't finished the game. I think I'm like what, 3 4 hours away from beating the game. I don't know how much more missions I have to do. I did complete one lead, so I have two more leads that I have to do. But other than that, this game is great. Now, there's a reason why. Now, if you're on YouTube watching this, and if you see the thumbnail and what I just said about IGN earlier, there's an IGN on the top left of the thumbnail. Now, you must ask yourselves, oh, did IGN rate this? They did. I want you to guess. My audience, just guess. IGN, and what did they rate this game? I want to give you, let's just say 3 seconds. All right, time's up. If you guessed 8 out of 10, you'd be incorrect. Yeah, I got you there. They gave this game a 6 out of 10. And I want you to guess why. Maybe the graphics were too high, maybe it was glitchy, maybe the story wasn't clear, maybe. No. Remember how I said that they're mice, they're mouse? And mouse like cheese, right? Um there's too much cheesy jokes is what they said. I'm sorry, what? So you're telling me, right? Like you're telling me a game in the 1930s about everyone's a mouse, not a single human in sight. Maybe there's a bird. There's a crocodile in the game. That's a boss. But basically 95% of everyone is a mouse. And you're telling me the reason why you gave it a 6 out of 10 was because of its cheesy joke. Literally, cheesy jokes. Dog, nuke the whole generation. I don't mean to, like, come on, bro. Really? A game this beautiful? Like, IGN's the type of people to see a good game and rate it poorly, but see an abomination. Like, I can only imagine what they're gonna rate Subnautica too. Like, oh my gosh. I can't. Literally, an this is what this is on this Reddit post. An IGN review for Mouse PI for Hire 2026, which is what the year came out. They gave it a 6 out of 10. This is a subtle reference for the game's writing being very cheesy. Are we, like, serious right now? Like, are we dead Like, come on. You guys gotta, like... I forgot which Pokemon... Bear was talking to me about it, but there was a Pokemon game where they rated it a low rating because there was too much water. Dog, I feel like if they played one of those dog games back then on the 3DS, which I used to play, I forgot the name. I apologize. I'm not LARPing, I promise. The dog games where you would take care of the pets, like the hamster game. I like that game mostly. I feel like if they did rate that, maybe they already did. I haven't seen it. if they did rate that in today's era, they'd probably give it like a 4. They'd probably be like, "Oh, you gotta take care of this hamster. There's nothing else to do." Dog, what? Can we please? Oh, like please stop, bro. Like this is why no one listens to IGN. No one, and you can't blame them for that. Like, why? What? Like, I can't rip. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it's one of the like not the worst reviews I've ever seen, but one of the worst reviews I've ever seen. Like this game is beautiful. My favorite thing about it is the upgrades. So basically throughout every level there's these blueprints, and if you have like 1, 3 or 5 blueprint, you can upgrade your gun. Level 1 is 1 blueprint, level 2 is 3 blueprints, and level 3 is 5 blueprints. And every time you upgrade your weapon, it changes. It like the shotgun, if you upgrade the shotgun, no, okay. That's what I was gonna say earlier. I apologize. Games like Doom and games like that, normally the third weapon you get is normally an energy weapon. And I never really liked them because oh, excuse me, sorry about that. They're normally not my type of weapon to use. Not saying they're weak or anything, but to me, I feel like they don't really do anything to the enemies. This game has a poison weapon called, forgive me if I'm wrong pronouncing it, I think the Devastator. And it's basically this poison gun. I love this, and it's supposed to be like the energy weapon of the series. I love this gun with all my heart. This gun not only looks crispy, but it does massive damage. I've already leveled it up to level 3, which is what I was saying earlier. When you level up the weapons, they add attachments to it so you can tell like you leveled it up. And every upgrade you do has a massive damage and recoil change. And every time when you level up a gun to level 1, there's an alt firing, which is like the special type of shooting you can do for a weapon. And it's a poison, and it shoots like poison glob balls. And I've shot like I've upgraded it to max. I shoot one of the random level enemies, they die within 3 seconds of contact. I'd even say 2 seconds. Like this gun is amazing. I always run it. Like I run that gun and the Tommy gun. The like the I shouldn't really spoil the weapon, shouldn't I? Yeah. That's the only 2 guns I really use, to be honest. There's one more that I use, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. The guns are well well man. Where's Bear when you need him, am I right? The guns are perfectly made. I like the side quests just because when you can do a main mission, and in that main mission there could be a side quest from talking to a character, and you can get both done at the same time. Like it's really good. I like how the fact you kind of can go back into the mission, like not like that. Like you can always like if you're about to complete a level, but you're like, oh, I got to complete the side quest. You could go far back to where you started, but there's doors that block you from going back too far, if that makes sense. Um, this game is really good. I love the voice acting. You can tell it was made with love and passion. Um, Moral of the story: don't listen to IGN unless they actually have a good review. Like Transformers 1, they gave that like didn't they give that a 4? And that movie was phenomenal. That movie was amazing. But I don't like making fun of other people or their opinions and stuff like that, but sometimes you sometimes it just do the think rule. Like think, just think. All right. But this is a really bad review. IGN always strikes again though. They always done it again. They see a good game and they see like their IGN symbol in Gotham, and they just pull up and they just ruin everything. But overall, this game's really good. I think it's $30. I think you guys should definitely check it out. It is a very I'm gonna recommend it. It's really good if you like Doom like games like that. Um, I'd say the only complaint I kind of have is that some of the enemies are practically like kind of like the same, because there's different like variations of the enemies. And I don't mean like, oh, there's a gunner, then there's a shotgun. When you go to different areas, there's basically the same enemy, but like in different clothing. But that's my kind of like my only issue. It's not really a huge issue, but other than that, this game's made perfectly. Yes, just cheese jokes, obviously. Ooh, but that doesn't, you know. Um, yeah. Overall, I'd give this game a 9. Call me IGN, hire me IGN. They probably won't because I gave it a 9, but I'd give this game a 9 out of 10. I did notice in the Steam there is a DLC. You can't purchase it nor see what it is, but it is there. So that means in the near future there will be maybe a couple story DLCs to the game because it's called DLC Story 1 or something like that. And I'm looking really forward to that because this game's really good. I really like this game right now. But that's all I really have to say to that game. I'm gonna put Bear on it because I think he's really gonna like it. Um, but overall, once I finish it, guys, I'll let you know how I truly feel about it. That is how I truly feel about it. But I haven't finished it yet. I'm just telling you how it's going for me. It's really crisp. It's really nice. You learn abilities throughout the game, which I'm not going to spoil. Maybe next episode or 2 episodes, I could talk about it because then it'll already be out by then. And if you guys haven't watched the video, I'm sorry. But other than that, it's really good. It's really nice. I think you guys should check it out, or at least watch someone play it. Or at least just put it in the background. But these guys deserve a lot of attention and love for what they do. But that's all I have to say about it. Um, man, how would I end that I don't know. Sorry. All right, let's get to our final topic for today. This one, this one, I can't wait. For when it comes out, Subnautica 2. Now, Subnautica 2 has been I don't want to say a main talk on this podcast, but obviously we've talked about it a couple of times already. And the reason why I bring it up again is because Subnautica 2 released her cinematic trailer. And all I got to say is I can't wait for this game to come out. They finally beat Craft on in court. They got their stuff together. They're like, let's show them what we got. We're gonna get that 200 mil. And that cinematic trailer for early access, and it was just like a regular trailer too. Beautiful. There's this huge. I don't even know if you want to call it a Leviathan. I'm gonna call it a Leviathan. There's in the trailer. There's this huge like clam creature, and it's like 10 times bigger than the tadpole. Um, if you don't know what the tadpole is, it's basically the new like ship. That's it's like the sea moth, but it's obviously it's shaped differently. But it's like 10 times bigger than that. And I saw that and I'm like, yo, this is going to be peak. And there's like a new coral biome out above the water. The scenery, like a Saturn like planets out there. It looks great. And the best thing about it, which everyone knows, it's multiplayer. I think up to 4 people can play together. So you know me, Bear. It's Bear's gift from me. I think it was my Christmas gift to him. I told him I'd buy it for him, and it's gonna be and Zom. I'm hoping those two will play it with me. It releases on May 14th. So let me tell you guys when that is. That's going to be 1, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In 12 days, early access for some Subnautica 2 will come out. And its released price range is looking around $30, depending on where you're at, located outside the U.S. But in the U.S., they say it's going to be around $30. I can get by 30, and especially in today's era of all these video games being $80, $90, I can get by $30. You know, like for Subnautica 2, I think that's a $30 well spent. But they dropped the trailer. They said May 14th. I'm super hyped over it. I'm really looking forward to the lore. I think before I start Subnautica 2. I'm just gonna do a lore refresher. I know Subnautica 1 lore and 2, but I'm just gonna refresh my mind real quick. I might even watch one of those YouTube biology videos about Subnautica creatures because those are just you can fall asleep to that. But I'm not going to, obviously. I just mean they're really calm to watch. Um, I'm I know I keep saying it, but I'm really, really looking forward to this. Like, we're probably gonna stream it. Um, Anime Duo YouTube channel and on Twitch. I recently did fix Twitch and YouTube, so hopefully everything works now. I might stream on Kick. I'm not sure if I am or not, but I can't really get TikTok to work right now, and TikTok's really sensitive right now. TikTok, if you say like one word or something, like we don't curse. You might have heard bear curse maybe a little bit, but like something like blood pops up on the screen or something, TikTok will give people warnings. It happens to a lot of people, streamers and stuff like that. So I'm maybe not stream on TikTok. I might stream on Kick, but other than that, oh, I might stream on YouTube Shorts. But other than that, that's about it. I'm thinking about TikTok. It's just being a real hassle for me, guys. If you guys have any tips for me, I'd happily love to. I am the editor of this podcast, so anything helps me. Whether it's something a small tip or a whole essay, I'll read it. Um, I'm really looking forward to the lore that they're gonna put in this game. Like, why are we here? What are we doing here? All the biology on the planet. I am really looking forward to this, guys. Especially since it's multiplayer. Like, I can't wait. Like, I hope there's like jump scares in the game. I hope like Zom screams or freaks out or something. Like a huge Leviathan comes over. I am really looking forward to this. And I say that a lot, but we've been waiting for this for a while now. Like Below Zero was okay. Subnautica 1 will still forever be in my heart. Like Below Zero is not a bad game, but it could have been better. The map is a lot smaller and like the biomes and the story's kind of eh. But this, I'm really looking forward to this. Like, I'll even say it again. I'm sorry. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm also happy that they've been giving us videos like updates, like deep dives they call it, or um like dev updates of how they've been working and how everything's been going. I'm really looking forward to the base building where you could practically customize it any way you'd like. Cube, circle, you can put windows, hallways. I really want to make a really detailed base. I did in Subnautica 1 kind of, but I want this one to be really detailed. And we're going to stream it. I don't plan on not streaming, even if it's just me on the game. I'm just going to stream and build. It could be a chill stream, could be a crazy stream. When we play, there's obviously going to be a story. I want us to do the story together. I don't want people going ahead or exploring something on their own. Because I think everyone should be there for the story as a group together. Um, I'm not sure if there's proximity chat. I don't remember if there was or if they were even talking about that. I think it'd be pretty cool, like if there was radios or something, or there was proximity chat like that. But as of right now, Subnautica 2 has a perfect launch coming right now. It's the number one game on people's wish list on Steam. It's number one right now. And I'm really hoping it does really good. And I think it's going to do really good with all these. Um, and they even posted like your computer specs and how good it could run depending on what type of computer you have. I don't think I could do max, but I can do ultra because I think there's minimum, medium, max, and ultra, or it's ultra and max. I think I can do ultra, but not max, just not to blow up my computer or overheat it. I do think I need to replace the thermal paste soon, but other than that, um, Subnautica 2, I can't wait for this to come out, and you know, the duo and Doctor Zom, we're gonna be hitting it. Hopefully, I hope none of the guys have anything else to do on that day. I don't know what time it releases. I don't know if that's like if it does have a release date or if it's like once it turns the 14th, then it's open. But I do hate how it's a Thursday though. Maybe it's a Friday in different places, but I don't like how it's on a Thursday. I was hoping maybe it'd be a Friday so people could just play all night. But other than that, guys, um, let's just do an overview real quick of what we talked about. Invincible, I'd give it a 7.5, 8 out of 10. On the new season, I think it had a slow start, but it was worth the wait for the war. The characters were nice. The animation stepped up their game. They were pretty good. Thrag was worth the wait. That guy's powerful. And I'm looking forward to season 5. Mouse PI for Hire. Beautiful. Have no issues with it as of right now. I can't wait to finish it. Don't listen to IGN sometimes. Most times. Okay, 90. Just don't listen to them, please. Unless they actually have a valid review. And Subnautica 2 comes out May 14th. Really looking forward to that. Playing it with the boys. We'll be streaming it. You already know it. And that's about it for this episode, guys. I do apologize. Bear not being here. I know things may not be the same without him. But I'm just giving him a break. This isn't me trying to like say, oh, he's off the team. The only reason why I'm doing this is for him, and he wanted to do the podcast, and I'm doing this for him. So, he's my brother. He's my number one. I'd do anything for that man. If you want to check us out, we are based, like I said before, we're on everything except for iHeartRadio. If you guys really want iHeartRadio, please let us know, and I will put us on iHeartRadio. If you want to know our socials, our link tree is in our bio. That has all of our socials. If you want to join the Discord, which you don't have to, but we recommend it just to see if you guys want to talk about stuff from podcasts or just get to know us a little bit. Know when we're about to post an episode and see when we're streaming or not, or when we're active. I'd say subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok. I'm always posting shorts. Always trying my best to post great shorts for you guys. I'm still learning a thing or two. Just give us a bit of a. I don't even want to say just give us a bit. I'm doing my best as of right now. I think I'm doing good. I'm always trying to look for improvement for the shorts and everything, because that's basically shorts are like our doormat, or I should say the door. I guess people see it and like, oh, that looks pretty nice, and they walk in. Did the rebranding. Hopefully, people like it. I'm working on more thumbnails. And that's about it. I just want to say thank you guys for your support. Almost hitting 200 weekly listeners. Almost at 10 subscribers on YouTube. That's beautiful. And that's all for today, guys. Let us know if you enjoyed it. Y'all have a blessed one. Bye-bye.